Hello, hello, hello. It is your boy Keith Kong. I'm back for another episode of Factorio. We're gonna continue where we left off last time, which was with shit, pretty much shit all, because I was explaining stuff about my new YouTube channel. But we're not gonna do that this time. This time is work time. What I'm gonna try to do today, well, get done, is just electricity, which is not that much work. It really isn't. So we're gonna do that. If you don't know what you need for electricity, you need boilers, you need a pump, and you need a steam. Well, you need two steam engines ideally, because that's the ratio. That's the correct ratio to do stuff. You're also gonna need inserters. Well, you don't necessarily need them, but I like to upgrade to inserters from this point in the game on, so that's what we're gonna do. Which you need copper plates. Luckily, last time I already set up some copper plate production, so... Whoops, that's the wrong button. That's gonna be fine. That is gonna be absolutely fine. Speaking of copper plates, I'm gonna need to upgrade that. And I'm also gonna need to upgrade my coal production, but we're gonna do that right now since I've got the materials to do so. Here we're gonna do something really, well, simple. We're just gonna rotate this thing and put this thing here, this thing here, this thing here. Now, as you can see, instead of me having to manually feed them, what's gonna happen is coal is gonna go in here, output in here, output in here, output in. It's just gonna keep going around. And the thing is, you produce way more coal than it takes to reduce by one, so these things will run infinitely. They're actually gonna cap at 50 coal and stop working, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. So I grab some coal. Fucking nighttime. I'm gonna try and get night vision goggles going really soon for you guys, so you don't have to be bothered with that stupid shit. Cause I mean, nighttime is a pain, right? Come on, let's be real. Nighttime is a pain, that is for sure. I'm gonna just get 2 more of these going, and that'll be fine. Then we're gonna start our electricity stuff. Good old electricity stuff. There we go. That sucks. I was hoping to get more stone from that, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Actually, we definitely need more stone before we do. Actually, I can start working on the electricity stuff now. I was thinking, you know, we got this convenient little water patch here. I was thinking, for beginning electricity, we can just build upwards from here and sort of expand this way. We're gonna hit the bus, but we're not really at that point of the game, and I'll probably be switching over to uranium power by then, which means I'll be deconstructing all of the old power. Yeah, that seems totally fine. So I'm gonna craft a pump to get the water out of here. And I need more stone, for fuck's sake. I'm also gonna need some steam engines, as these work with boilers, so they, well, they're gonna heat up the stone, the water using coal. They're gonna produce steam, which is gonna get turned into electricity, you know. Real life stuff. Real life stuff, my friends. I'm gonna get 2 of these and 4 of these to start off with. That'll be completely fine, honestly. Like, that'll be more than we need. Way more than we need, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Actually, I could use this little tiny patch here and save myself some space. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. I hate these rocks, like these big stone blocks. You don't understand. Like, please, Factorio devs, take them out. They're such a pain in the ass to clear. Well, that is until you get bots, but let's not talk about bots for the time being. Let's just, you know, do the stuff that we need to do, which will be complex enough for complete Factorio beginners. As you can see, the pump is pumping out water into these pipes, which are gonna get fed into boilers. Now, the way I'm gonna do this is this way, probably. So I'm just gonna reroute some water like that. There we go. This thing has water going into it. Put this one next to it. This one will also get water. As you can see, it flows right through. It doesn't work like that for every machine in the game, but it does for water, so that's great, you know. I like to put one of these pipes here. You'll see in a second why I like to do that. You will see in a second, don't worry. Put these steam engines. Now, the reason I'm using 2 steam engines is per boiler is because that's the optimal ratio. I can try and go into explaining it all, but I don't necessarily understand all of it myself, so just take my word for it. 1 boiler equals 2 of those, okay? Now these things are saying that they don't have power, which, I mean, they're here to generate power. I'm just gonna craft some small electric poles. Now these icons will quickly change once you actually hook them up with a pole. As you can see now, this is why I like to leave the spot open here, so I can put a pole here. I'll probably expand to the left, so I'm just gonna do that. There we go. All of those are powered. That's fine. That's fantastic. Now all I need to do is get coal over to these boilers, which is gonna require some animation, which is fine. You know, we can handle that. But we're gonna need a lot more iron, because we're gonna need to start crafting belts now. Which, I mean, you're gonna need to craft a lot of belts. A lot of belts, guys. If you have any idea, like, take a 1, right, and then multiply that by 1,000,000,000, and then add some complicated science stuff to it, and then you have the amount of belts that you need in this game. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. You just need too much. As you can see, I just got a shit ton of coal, which is gonna be great, as I'm expecting most of these things will, yeah, as you can see, most of these things will have run out of coal by now, which means I can just do a quick refill, grab all the iron plates. Oh boy, that's juicy. I'm gonna actually jump over to electric mining drills, so actually before I do that, let's craft a shit ton of belts. We need belts, boys. Trust me, we need a lot of belts. We also need, do I have some wood? Yeah, we need stone. We need a lot of stone. I need to potentially add another one of these here, which I could do, but meh. I realize I crafted this thing and I'm probably never gonna use it. Ah well. Does it get used in this? No, it does not. Oh, too bad. Regarding the getting the coal up there, I think I'm just gonna route it around this pool here, which will be fine. Which will require our first, actually no, I can actually do something really cheap here. Just say this. This is not gonna last really long, because those things don't auto feed, but I mean, I told you guys, I play Factorio the ghetto way. The ghetto way. Yo. Oh, okay. I got a lot of space left. I'm gonna need these, so let me start crafting those already. And I'm gonna need underground belts. Oh, there are no underground belts. Oh, that comes in logistics. Oh shit. Well, no matter. Guess we can just... There we go. As you can see, the spaghetti, it is already happening. But it's fine. Don't worry, guys. It's perfectly fucking fine. No, that's not gonna work either. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry. I might have goofed. I might have goofed it all. Oh well. Let's just get it right this time. So, leave some space. Like this. Yeah, that's good. Leave a one gapper. Don't worry guys, you see me struggling here, but I'm not usually this bad. It's just the beginning part that really gets on my nerves, because you have to do so much yourself. It's crazy. Okay, now we need more of these things, which means more copper. No, more iron actually, which is fine. So we got some coal going over there. It's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna need to clear these trees out, which I'm not gonna enjoy, but such is the way of Factorio. Such is the way of Factorio. Once you've got this thing right here, where is it? You can get nades, which is really early on in the game. You can just handcraft this, really. Nades are your friends. They're your best friends. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like, you need that stuff. You need it. I'm also gonna need some of that stuff. I'm gonna need some more wood, which we're gonna get from here. So that's gonna be fine. Alright. Let's clear this ore patch, shall we? I mean, you guys can just skip like 2 minutes into the video, since that's pretty much all you're gonna see this. These nice trees being destroyed for my own personal gain, which is just the way I like it. Fuck the world. What a great way to start a new channel, right? just blur out some really controversial things. But I know how the internet works. You know, you guys don't care if I say shit like that. As long as I'm playing Factorio, you guys know I'm all good. You know, what evil person could possibly be playing Factorio? It's a good question, actually. I don't think any evil person is capable of playing this game. There we go. I mean, it's not perfect by any means. Our pickaxe broke. There we go. But it'll do for now. It'll definitely do for now. So, as you can see, I got some electric mining drills. Now this is where the real automation begins. These will, well, pretty much do the same as these guys, but what will happen is you just have to hook these up with power instead of constantly feeding them coal. So, as I probably don't have to tell you guys, that's a huge step forward. That's an absolutely ridiculous step forward. Sorry, I was just thinking for a second. We're gonna move these two things. There we go. As you can see around this drill, we got this green border. Now this green border is the zone of what it'll mine. Unlike the regular drills, these ones actually mine a bit further than their well, icon. So I'm, for convenience sake, gonna do this. That'll be fine. I'm gonna do the same thing around here. Now this will get every tile, as you can see, so that's perfect. We can probably fit one here and one here too, but I mean, we don't need that much coal. I'm just gonna pick that up. Right about here. Wow, right about here. And as you can see, these will output onto the same belt. Every belt has two lines, by the way, two sides. You can combine different resources onto the same belt, which, I mean, unless you know what you're doing, it's not recommended. And by know what you're doing, I just mean, you know, the basics of the game. You'll see it when we get there. Don't you worry. There we go. So these will get power as soon as I hook them up to that thing over there, which I will probably just run a line through these trees along the water, which will be totally fine, I think. What I could do is research optics and get some lamps just for the playthrough. I don't usually play with lamps though. I mean, they just, you have to place them all over the place. They drain power, but you can just get night vision goggles and be done with it. So I'm gonna grab these poles. Now, one cool thing about these electric poles is you can just click and drag, and it'll automatically place them the correct distance unless something like this happens. But you can just manually do that, you know, that's fine. There we go. Whoop. Now all we need is these things to get some power, which we need some inserters for. Now these things, they grab things. Let me show you. You got the straight line, which is the part that they're gonna grab from. So in this case, coal, and they're gonna output it in whatever is in the arrow side of things, which in this case is going to be the boiler. These also operate on power, so I'm just gonna put a cable right in the middle of these. There we go. And as you can see, all the icons changed. Now these things require power. What I'm gonna do to just bootstrap this is feed these things one coal each, and hopefully, oh, they probably need two. No? What is the problem? Oh, I didn't hook up the water, sorry. I'm being a goof. There we go. So as you can see, these things now have power, and they're gonna provide this thing with coal, which is gonna generate steam, which is gonna power these things, which is gonna give me power. As you can see right now, this is how much our production needs, which consists of 6 of these mining drills and 2 of these inserters, and this is how much we're producing. So we've got more than enough, guys, more than enough, don't you worry. As you can see now that these electric mining drills have turned on, they're feeding the coal all the way up to here. Now this is gonna be a ridiculous amount of coal for these 2 things, but it'll be fine for now. This means we can automate some of the first stuff down here. Now this is where it gets interesting. It gets really interesting, actually. How's the timer doing? I might need to end this episode. But we'll do some iron just so you guys can see what's going on. So refuel. Actually, I don't need to refuel these. I can just take them apart. Now that we got power, the first thing I'm gonna do is automate some iron ore production, guys. Like, you need this stuff. You need a lot of this stuff. You need too much of this stuff. Just trust me. What's the best way to do this? Probably lines like this, or lines like that. It probably equals out, so I'm just gonna do lines like this. I need more iron drills Fuck my life. Leave this gap. Put a power cable there. Put a power cable there. Start routing these cables up to our existing electricity network. Can we get... No, we can't. Okay, there we go. So now those drills have got power, presumably. We can check. Yes, those went up to 9, so that means 3 extra mines are added to our electric network, which is great. I'm just gonna get equal lines for now. Well, apparently I can't do math for shit, so yeah, equal lines. Very equal. We just need one more. Now we need to figure out what we're gonna do when it comes to smelting these things now. Wow, I'm really being an idiot here. I'm really sorry. Must be the YouTube playthrough and all this talking that's messing with my head. Yeah, we need to figure out the iron smelting now. The thing is, right, I put the marker over here, but what I did not realize is, well, we're in the middle of the Amazon jungle pretty much when it comes to this place. So I'm not really sure if that's what we're gonna do to start off with. I might just route it over here a little bit and start our production over here. That seems like the most effective way to do things. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna route this stuff right here. There we go. That'll give us 2 lines of iron ore, which we're gonna compress down to 1. Which, I mean, I guess I can show you guys how that's done. So let's say I got coal coming from over here, right? We just say we do this. And as you can see, it's gonna have coal here and iron here, which is gonna be really convenient for the smelting operation. But you guys will see that when we get there. Don't you worry. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here as it's probably gonna get too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next time we're probably, well, definitely gonna set up the smelting operation. Probably do some science, some really basic science. We really need to do some science, trust me. Yeah, that'll be it. See you guys next time.